Nevertheless, I have finally finished the first step of forming a yang origin seal inside my body. The yang origin seal is very sensitive to yang ka. As long as there is a certain amount of it within the range of the yang origin seal, there will be a reaction, eh? There is a reaction already? It's this way. This is the Destitute Dragon Ravine. This place unexpectedly has abundant yang ka flowing out of it. The Destitute Dragon Ravine is a place of exile for the banished traitors of the Skyward Pavilion, but if one truly did something so unforgivable, wouldn't they be executed on the spot? Why exile them here? Abandoning a cultivator in this place is equal to a death sentence anyways. Such a strong and dense yang ka. It cannot be compared to the sunlight I used in my daily cultivation before. As expected, the efficiency of cultivating here is much greater than when I did it a few days ago. It's so warm. It feels similar to a dazzling sunlight. Disciple Yang Kai greets Elder. This person has the demeanor of a transcendent being. He must be someone very important in the section MM. How may this disciple address you? Calling me the 11th Elder will do. But the Skyward Pavilion doesn't even have that many elders. Disciple greets the 11th Elder. Are you practicing martial arts? Yes. Martial arts of the yang nature? Yes. He is able to tell that I am absorbing the yang chi from this place. He is definitely not someone weak. 11th Elder, this disciple has been cultivating here for a while. But there is one thing he doesn't understand. I would like to ask the 11th Elder why there is an overwhelming yang gi coming from the Destitute Dragon Ravine. That is because there is a treasure down there with the yang attribute, of course. That is something I could have figured out myself, but I don't understand what is actually down there. Are you aware of how the Destitute Dragon Ravine was formed? It was cleaved by someone's sword strike. The Destitute Dragon Ravine is more than 1,000 feet wide. I cannot even see how far it goes, nor how deep the bottom is. This ravine was actually cleaved by a single sword strike? A few hundred years ago, Skyward Pavilion did not exist in this place. Our ancestor passed by this area and encountered a strong and mysterious demon. The two of them fought a great battle here. When the fight was almost over, the demon realized he couldn't beat his opponent. He then slashed with his sword, and with that slash the Destitute Dragon Ravine was created. The demon fled to the very depths of the crevice, but our ancestor followed him. With great effort and bitter struggle, the demon was finally vanquished. But the demon's strength was so profound that, even when his body and soul had perished, our ancestor was still not assured. Thus our ancestor founded the Skyward Pavilion right here. He guarded the crevice for several decades. After being sure that it would not pose any threat, he departed feeling at ease. This is how our Skyward Pavilion came to be. There is only darkness in the depths of the Destitute Dragon Ravine. And many of the disciples who have committed crimes have been exiled here. Perhaps all of this made it possible for a treasure with yang attribute to form. Did the 11th Elder come here to look at the treasure? Me? I am not here for the treasure. I came here to meet someone. I am getting old. I have said too much already. Let's end our conversation here for today. Since there is a treasure down there, I should cultivate here for the time being. After a few days. Pew pew pew. My very first drop of yang essence. It has finally been formed. I had to endure a lot of bitter training these past days, but it was definitely worth it. Let's head back. Huh? I am sure that the door was closed when I left. Pew pew pew. It really is the senior sister that I met at the contribution hall. Heh, the holes in the roof that I did not repair yet made me see something beautiful today. Pew pew pew. Cough, how may I address senior sister? Asking something like that here, I feel like a lecherous person now. My last name is Xia. Oh, so it is senior sister Xia. Why has senior sister Xia been looking for me? A hunter from the Black Wind Mountain came looking for you this afternoon. He waited until dark, but you still had not returned. The hunter wanted to thank you for saving somebody's life. Let me give you the bag he left for you. It must have been about Zhang Shan, the father and son I rescued when gathering herbs. So, it's like that. He trusted me with this to wait for you. But I didn't imagine that it would take this long. I have caused inconvenience for senior sister. Junior brother will definitely come back earlier next time. Whether you come earlier or not does not concern me. I am leaving. That senior sister Xiao was quite shy. This is a fine handwork. Did Zhang Shan's wife make these? Zhang Shan is truly considerate. I am coming. Who is it? Knock knock. Isn't that Li Yuntian? What is he up to? Eh? To senior brother we have not met for many days now. Junior brother misses you. I am inviting senior brother to the Black Wind Woods. I hope senior brother will not decline. Junior brother Sumu's signature. Come if you have the guts. That Sumu, he really has a nasty personality. He definitely wants to ambush me with his group in the Black Wind Woods. Whatever, I will just go and meet them. I also won't try out the effects of the pure Yang secret art. Young Master Su. Did you deliver it? Yes. Good, let's wait for that bastard to show up. Young Master Su, there are some people approaching. Young Master Su, they are from the Storm Manor. The one leading them is Cheng Xiaofeng? Young Master Su, should we avoid him? Avoid who? Young Master Su has some bad blood with Cheng Xiaofeng. They have clashed many times these past years. If we run into them, it's inevitable for another fight to occur. Does he have the qualifications to make this young master give him way? I understand young Master Su's strong determination, but he has more people than us. We are going to lose if a fight breaks out. Young Master Cheng, it's that rude Su Mu. This time we have many people, so, the rude person blocking this honored young master's way turned out to be Su Mu. Hee. Little brother Cheng, he is ignoring you. It's who mayor of the Sanguine Society. Oh? Little brother Su knows this big sister? Of course I know you. Su Mu, make your people move away. One can walk on each side of the road. How are we blocking you? You are. What if we don't want to move? Little brother Cheng, little brother Su standing there is a trivial matter. Let's just move around them. No one will think badly of you. Bitch. This woman is truly malicious. She is seemingly trying to mediate the situation, but is actually fanning the flames. As someone from the Sanguine Society, she was eager to make the Skyward Pavilion and the Storm Manor have a bitter fight from the very beginning. If you won't move, you will regret it. With little May here, I cannot let her witness me being mocked. Try me if you have the guts. You asked for it. Let's fight. That punch just now, did he reach the initial foundation stage already? Su Mu, we started practicing at the same time, but from this day onwards, you can only follow in my, Cheng Xiaofeng's, footsteps. Don't even dream about ever surpassing me. Arga. Sounds of fighting? That's not good. Do you submit or not? Tui. Submit to this. Submit or not? I submit to your 18 generations of ancestors. Who did Su Mu offend to suffer such a beating? But Su Mu has strong willpower, he is similar to me in a way. I used to get beaten up like this and never yielded to anyone. Little brother Chang, why don't you let him go? Little brother Su has some backbone, big sister really likes these kind of people. Has backbone? I also happen to like these kind of people. Cheng Xiaofeng, if you don't finish this young master today, nothing will be over between us. You still dare to bark? Young Master Su. Stop. Senior Brother Yang? Are you also a disciple of the Skyward Pavilion? I am. Good, another one has delivered himself to us. This young master really hates the Skyward Pavilion. No matter how many come today, I will take on all of you. Give him a good beating. Ack. Arg, my face. Eat my fist. Ag. It's hot. It feels like my body is burning. This person is using inner Q to fight? There is some enmity between us, but now it is only thanks to him that this person is ferocious. Hee. I was not able to tell. Surprisingly, you possess great skill. You are courting death. You brought this upon yourself. Be careful. He has already reached the initial foundation stage. Pew pew pew. I thought he still had a trump card left, but it turns out that this is all he could amount to. How foolish. Pew pew pew. It's your turn, now. I am not with them. I am from the Sanguine Society. I also did not harm any of the disciples from the Skyward Pavilion. You are very strong. Maybe you are also good at other things? Ah. Still, not letting me go? Eh? What are you trying to do? This Umayar really did not touch any disciples of the Skyward Pavilion, but she was among the ones who provoked the fight. I still need to teach her a lesson. Kaya. Ha ha. You can go. Black Wind Woods. Is he even a real man? There are countless men who desire my body, but now that I found an interesting one and tried to seduce him, he simply ignored me. I find you quite appealing. Do you have enough strength to walk? Nod, let's go then. Skyward Pavilion. It's a common occurrence for the disciples from these three nearby major factions to fight amongst themselves. It seems that everyone is used to it already. As long as nobody important dies, the elders from each faction will turn a blind eye to it. I made sure to avoid damage to the bones and meridians in my hand. It is merely a flesh wound, so I shouldn't waste any medicine. The warmth that originates from the indestructible bone's divine body and the pure yang inner chi both have healing properties. Let's recover for a bit first. I broke through to the 8th layer of body tempering stage so quickly. It seems to be because of the all-out fight I had today. There really are great benefits from fighting against other people. The rate at which I can absorb the yang Q slash has increased by a lot. A few days later. I have not seen Sumu and his group for a few days. They must still be recovering from their injuries. Junior brother Su, is your skin itchy again? Give it to me. Young Master Su, here. Good. What is he planning now? For you. I will be first to offer you a toast. Then I will accept it. Good. Breaking the rules of the sect and drinking in broad daylight. But I see that this is your first offense. Everyone here will get their contribution points reduced by 5. If you break the rules again, the punishment will be severe. Go ahead and reduce them. What? Zhao Hu, help senior brother Yang sweep the floor. All right. This doesn't feel right, hee. Let's go to your humble abode. There is something I wish to discuss with you. Why did you save us back then? You are asking me why. Well, since you all call me senior brother, naturally I have to act like one. That's probably the reason. Really? What other reason is there? Very well. If you consider us your junior brothers, then we will consider you our senior brother. Junior brother was very rude in the past. I apologize to senior brother. I didn't take it to heart. Ha ha ha. Senior brother, I wish to ask you something. Back then, cough, did you touch it? Touched what? Who may are, of course. What if I touched her? She grabbed my hand and placed it on herself. I merely taught her a lesson. How did it feel? Junior brother has not done that? Could it be, this young master is still innocent? Senior brother, have you done that before? Let's not talk about the past. Give me a plank. Coming. But you have to be careful now. Humayer is quite conceited. Since you brushed her off, she won't let you go that easily. She wants to have a go at me? She wants to have a go at you in bed. She will attempt to seduce you in every way possible and won't give up until she gets what she wants. Senior brother, your luck with women is pretty good. I dislike such people. You said that you wanted to discuss something with me. It was about her? I just wanted to make it up to you. This bottle contains lesser chi replenishing pills. When senior brother consumes them, they should restore all of the inner Q you lost. Lesser Q/replenishing pills, their effect is not that strong, or rather it's quite mild. They are commonly used by cultivators at the 7th layer of body tempering stage and above, but since I cultivate the pure yang secret art, I don't have to worry about my inner Ka. These lesser chi replenishing pills are of little use to me. Besides, one don't want to owe anyone. Senior brother, wait for me here tomorrow. I will take you to a nice place. All right, I will accept them. What kind of place? Just you wait. I promise that you won't be disappointed. The next day in Black Wind Woods. Why did Sumu bring me here? Senior brother, do you know why we were meeting in the Black Wind Woods and bumped into Cheng Sufeng's group the other day? Could it be that Cheng Suifeng's group also wanted to come to the Black Wind Woods? Our Skyward Pavilion, the Storm Manor, and the Sanguine Society are not that far from each other. That being said, when disciples of either faction want to enter this place, they will have to use the crossroads. Pray tell, why do you all come here? Senior brother is still unaware, but there is a marketplace in the Black Wind Woods. Cultivators from all 3 factions and even from the whole Black Plum Village come to trade here. You can barter for items here or even sell them for gold and silver. This Black Wind marketplace is bustling with activity. That's right, senior brother. You can find some interesting items here. Young Master Su used 10 silver teals to buy a heavenly chi fruit last time. Heavenly chi fruit? It's a low-grade earth-tier spiritual fruit. The merchant didn't know its real value, and I took advantage of it. That is quite the bargain, but I have never heard of this Black Wind marketplace before. Junior brother Su, does our Skyward Pavilion have an 11th elder? What 11th elder of the Skyward Pavilion? Senior brother Yang is cultivating all the time and is not even aware of the current situation. Excluding our sect leader, there are only 5 elders. Nevertheless, I have heard that our sect leader is really amazing. He has already reached the peak of the nascent soul stage. Our sect leader is actually at the peak of the nascent soul stage. For cultivators, the path starts with the body tempering stage. Above that is the initial foundation stage, then the flowing Ka stage, the chi fusion stage, the pure foundation stage, and finally the nascent soul stage. Each stage has 9 layers. The greater your cultivation, the greater the difficulty to break through. Nascent soul stage cultivators are rarely seen. I really did not expect our sect leader to be at the very peak of that stage. If you can improve any further, you will truly become a peerless cultivator. The head of the Sanguine Society, Hu Man, and the master of the Storm Manor, Xiao Ruo Han, are both merely at the 6th or 7th layer of the nascent soul stage. They are no match for our sect leader. How much time will our sect leader need to make a breakthrough? If he breaks through, our Skyward Pavilion will dominate this whole region. Who would dare to provoke us? What's wrong? My grandfather told me that the sect leader reached the very peak of the nascent soul stage 10 years ago already. Then why has he still not broken through? Sigh, I don't dare say. Young Master Su, how can you do this to us? You have already made your brothers curious. That's right. Fine, but remember that you cannot tell this to anyone else, or we will get into trouble. 10 years ago there was a major accident in the Skyward Pavilion. Because of that, our sect leader's cultivation has not improved any further. A major accident? Our sect leader had no wife and no children. He only took in 2 disciples, and the cause of the accident were those 2 disciples. The eldest disciple was diligent, whereas the second disciple was intelligent. They were both geniuses of their generation, and our sect leader taught them earnestly. When they were competing, their strength was on par with one another. But since their personalities were different, the sect leader also taught them differently. He often praised the eldest disciple, whilst being strict with the second disciple. Because of that, the second disciple had misunderstood the sect leader's intentions and thought that the sect leader favored the eldest disciple more. Thus his envy turned into hate. As the eldest disciple and the second disciple drifted further apart, he became even more frustrated. I don't know where he found it, but he began to cultivate a demonic technique. A demonic technique? For such a thing to actually happen, this must have really happened, but Sumu might have exaggerated a bit. I should hear him out first. When he turned to the demonic technique, the second disciple's personality changed radically. His strength also suddenly increased by a lot. The eldest disciple was no match for the second disciple anymore. But the sect leader became aware of the second disciple cultivating the demonic technique. The sect leader was filled with bitterness and decided to cripple his cultivation. That decision made the second disciple's mind be clouded with demonic thoughts. He completely fell to the path of a demon. On that night 10 years ago, the Skyward Pavilion was soaked in blood. The eldest disciple died a tragic death, and the second disciple fled in fear of his punishment. And then? From then on, it was rare for people to see any signs of the sect leader, and everyone believed that the sect leader's mind had completely broken down. Nobody was expecting that when the sect leader appeared again just a few years later. This time he searched for thousands of miles himself. Finally, he dragged the second disciple back and imprisoned him inside the destitute dragon ravine. I am not here for the treasure. I came here to meet someone. To meet whom? It must be the one who was imprisoned deep down the destitute dragon ravine. Could this 11th elder be? After all of this happened, the sect leader could not break through the nascent soul stage. Thus he remained at his current cultivation. Without overcoming the many regrets in his heart, he won't improve any further. Our sect leader is very unfortunate. You are right. That second disciple was really heartless and ungrateful. Pew pew pew. All right, we are here. This place isn't half bad. You don't need to worry about your safety here, because there are masters from the 3 factions keeping watch over this place. Do you see the wooden houses over there? Those are the residences for our Skyward Pavilion's disciples. My older sister resides in this one. Your older sister? Ah. I am warning you, don't get any ideas about my sister. But I am afraid you don't have the ability to impress her anyway. Oh. Is your older sister that strong? Naturally. She is at the 3rd layer of the pure foundation stage. There are not many from her generation who can be her opponent. Above the pure foundation stage is the nascent soul stage. That is our sect master's current cultivation stage. It's quite the feat to reach the pure foundation stage at such a young age. Your sister is so talented, how come you are still at the body tempering stage? I just wanted to have a good time. But don't worry, I will definitely train hard in the future. I cannot let a trial disciple like you surpass me. Looks like that beating he took back then has aroused his fighting spirit. Let's go. I will take you to my older sister first. If she escorts us, we will be able to move more freely within the Black Wind Marketplace. What is the name of Sumu's older sister? I will tell you when we meet her. It looks like some of these houses are assigned to the Skyward Pavilion's masters overseeing this place. Older sister, I have come to see you. Enter. This house is surrounded by a very oppressing ka. It's as if everything has been frozen. It feels suffocating. Ah. That is Sumu's older sister, Suyan. Do you know why I hit you? Yes, I know. Tell me, why did I hit you? Because I'm weak. And why are you weak? Because I didn't cultivate properly, so you are aware. If you are aware, then what should you actually be doing right now? I know. Remember the words you have spoken today. If the sun has fallen and you still dare to play around, I will personally give you a thorough beating. I promise that I will work hard. I will not let sister's expectations down. Were you the one that had defeated Cheng Xiaofeng? His senior sister is well informed. She has information about what has been happening even though she has been cultivating in this place. Yes. Your future looks brighter than Sumu's. Let me give you a piece of advice. Please tell me, senior sister. Keep your distance from Sumu. If you're together with him, your success will be hindered because of him. You may leave now. I'm going to cultivate. The two of us are going to look at the cultivation pills we stumbled upon a few days ago. My sister is a little cold, don't be offended, senior brother. I don't mind, I like her type. Be at ease. If junior brother still has something to do, then go ahead. I'll take a look around this area in the meantime. All right, then I'll be taking my leave now. 100 teals, 50 teals, strange mysterious rocks. The stalls here are not as simple as I thought. Some shopkeepers that sell low-grade earth-tier pills have signs instead of managing the shop themselves. Moreover, they're not taking a single penny. To be honest, I had been looking for items with the Yang attribute even before entering the Black Winds marketplace. My Yang origin seal is giving a mingled response. There has to be innumerable treasures with the Yang attribute here. I know the value of the Lesser Chi replenishing pills quite well by now. Because the Lesser Chi replenishing pills are meant for people in the 7th to 9th layer of the body tempering stage, one pill should be worth around so taels. The bottle Sumu has given me contains 10 pills, so its worth is around 500 taels. Sigh. You can't really do much with 500 taels. It really is you. Do you need me for something? Not really. I just wanted to say hi to you, that's all. All right, I'll be taking my leave. Hey. One burnt incense stick later. Why are you following me? No particular reason. This is the Black Winds marketplace. I'm just casually roaming around. What's wrong? Am I bothering you? Don't follow me anymore. If you do, then don't think I can remain courteous. In what way? Like last time? Arg, whatever. Welcome. What have you set your eyes upon, little brother? My products are inexpensive but have great quality. It doesn't matter if it's for yourself or for others, it's definitely worth it. How much do these kinds of stones cost? The inflamed young stone? It doesn't cost much, only 500 taels per stone. The price is reasonable, but even if I were to sell all my family belongings, I wouldn't have enough for it. It's a little bit too expensive. Surely you jest. All my products have a clearly marked price. I'm not asking for an exorbitant price for them. You can go take a look at other vendors. You will see that my prices are rock solid. Little brother, the products I'm selling here are actually belongings of a gang. I can sell them for more, but definitely not for less, else I would have to pay for them out of my own pocket. Please don't make things difficult for me. A gangs? There's only one gang in this area, the Sanguine Gang. That's right, this shop is owned by my family. Do you want these stones? Nod, if you promise me something, then all these 10 stones here will belong to you. Little miss, do not fret. I will inform my parents about this matter. How about it? If you promise me something, then they're all yours. This should just be a simple matter to a man like you. Keep dreaming. Yo you. Sell it cheaper to him. It's all right, 500 taels is fine. Will these Lesser Chi replenishing pills do? There's a rule in this marketplace which allows you to trade with items rather than money. Normally complete cultivation pills are also considered a currency. Yes, they're fine. There are 10 pills in this bottle. That should be around 500 taels. Go ahead and count them. I have handled this deal properly. Little brother, to help you out a little, I'll give you this seedling. It's not worth much anyways. What kind of seed is it? It's a seed of the triple yang fruit. We found it when our gang was mining the inflamed yang stones. The fruits that can be harvested from this tree are low-grade earth-tier spirit fruits, but they will only grow when the tree has matured. I am afraid that even if I plant this thing down, I won't be seeing any results for the coming 10 years or so. But since it's a goodwill from the shopkeeper, I'll accept it nevertheless. Thank you. Hey! Wait for me. Why won't you wait for me? I need to think of a way to shake her off. If she keeps following me to the Skyward Pavilion, then what will other people think of me? Her reputation is not that great after all. Perhaps I'll be able to scare her if I walk into the deeper parts of the Black Winds woods. So we're actually heading deeper into the woods. To be honest, I'm not quite familiar with Yang Kai yet. What should I do if I follow him and something happens? But there's also the possibility that he just wants to scare me away. She's got quite the courage to follow me up to this point. I'll scare her when there are no people in the area anymore. That'll show her. Junior brother Chang, you got beaten by that guy? He looks like someone who's just in the body tempering stage. Things were going to my head back then. He's a really odd guy on top of that. When I lunged out with my sword, he actually blocked it with his bare hand, whilst grabbing a hold of my arm. This is the reason why I met defeat the other day. Have you looked into what kind of relations he got? Yes, that guy is just a trial disciple. No background, no nothing. A trial disciple? I think the Skyward Pavilion only has 10 trial disciples in total, right? And you're saying he's one of them? Yes. At first I was still quite worried of other people in the Black Wind Woods, so I couldn't really make a move on him, but I didn't imagine that he is trying to get that beauty. She also came willingly with that useless person to the deeper parts of the woods. It seems that heaven is on our side. It sounds like Junior Brother will not only get his revenge, but also the woman he desires, truly killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Even though Senior Brother wants to let me have the honor, I can't leave Senior Brother out of the fun, even more so since I was the one who asked Senior Brother to help me out. Junior Brother sure is generous. Let's follow them and look for an opportunity to strike. Why are you being so affectionate? Just come with me this one time. I won't ever bother you again in the future. You're really delusional, aren't you? Am I not pretty? Is my figure not good? Are you really not attracted to me in the slightest? Your looks aren't bad, your background is impressive too, but your personality is distasteful. You're saying that I'm filthy? Yes. You are merely a trial disciple. I took a liking to you, and yet you do not appreciate my kindness. Don't you know that there are a lot of people who would love to have my attention? If that is the case, princess, why do you insist on bothering me and not look for those people you were talking about? Yang Kai, you're a fool to reject me. If I tell my parents about this, don't think you'll be able to live another day. And what if I kill you right now? Will you still be able to tell them? You're just joking, right? My temperament has its boundaries. Come out. It's you guys? Miss Mayor, we're just here to take his life. Please step aside for the time being. We don't want to see you injured. That's right. If you get hurt in the process, I in turn would also be hurt. Yang Kai, you have to listen very carefully to me if you don't want to die. That guy, Nu Tao, has broken through the 5th layer of the initial foundation stage just half a month ago. Cheng Xiaofeng and him are worlds apart, and they've come together now as well. You won't be able to match them. Can you match them? I'm not strong enough, but they wouldn't dare to kill me. If you comply with my request and listen to me, then I will guarantee your safety. Never mind then. You would rather die than listen to me? I'm sorry, I would rather not owe you anything. And as of right now, you won't know who will be victorious. I see how it is. Go ahead and preserve your pride then. That's the Miss Mayor I like. I knew that the Miss wouldn't stand in my way. HMPF. You're Yang Kai, right? If you get to see the netherworld, don't come looking for me to blame you stuck your nose where it didn't belong. Do you comprehend, or do I need to help you understand? If you want to take my life, come and get it. Let's first activate the pure Yang secret art. An extremely violent tendril of heat carrying a massive amount of Yang is crawling into my chest through my meridians. My channels have gotten accustomed to the intense pain I felt before, but the situation is still the same. The massive amount of Yang is still flowing through my channels. A drop of Yang essence? Another drop. I had to put in thrice the effort before, but now I've already formed 2 drops of Yang essence. Huh? 1 drop has suddenly vanished? Maybe. The inflamed Yang stone. There's not even a drip left of all the Yang Qi that was originally in this stone. I have absorbed everything in this short time span. Junior brother Chang, let's go at him together, in case something happens. Okay. What has that guy been idling around for? Such blazing hot chi. Last time I fell for your little trick, don't think this young master will fall for it a second time. How is that possible? Senior brother New, please save me. Be careful. Pew pew pew. Junior brother Chang has actually been killed by you. What trick did you use? You're also going to die. You asshole, I'm going to kill you. Last time they had a group, but they had no murderous intentions, but this time I can't show any mercy. My life is being threatened. Shut up and come fight me instead. He's just at the body tempering stage, how much chi could he possibly have? The force he exerted with that technique was huge. It most likely took a lot of chi, which means that he won't be able to use anything like that again. He's still using Chu. And his strikes are also carrying a scorching energy with them. HMPF, he's just at the body tempering stage, I'll just drag him into a battle of attrition. I'll wait until his chi is depleted and then I can finish him like a fish on a chopping board. Nu Tao is dragging this fight into a battle of attrition. A mere body tempering stage cultivator has no chance. Nu Tao doesn't even have to make much effort. How is this possible? If a cultivator is in a fight, his Ka will slowly be depleted, hence he becomes weaker and weaker the longer the fight lasts. But why isn't that the case for him? Bang! Wah! I'll let you go today. Yang Kai. But you killed Junior brother Chang, you're dead meat. Pew pew pew. I originally expected Yang Kai to come begging me for help, this is not what I had imagined at all. Pew pew pew. Stay there, I'm going to see what they carried with them. Some tails and 2 bottles filled with some pills, they're still worth a reasonable amount though, not bad. Are you short on money? I can give you some if you promise not to kill me. It's not as if I'm a bandit, why would I need your money? If I'm short on money, I can earn it myself. Come over here. Stand still. What are you afraid of? I told you to come, why are you still standing there? If you listen to me, I won't hurt you. I'll listen. Good. You'll take this one. He just wants me to take the corpse, follow me. Even though that place was far from any road, you never know if some annoying lovers head into the deeper woods to have some fun. If people would find out about this, it would definitely be troublesome. They've both been killed by scorching chi. If the Storm Manor catches onto this, it wouldn't take long before they found out that it was me. It's safer to throw their corpses far, far away, so the Storm Manor will never be able to find out what happened. Attach these rocks to their bodies. You're an accomplice now, you should know what that means. Yes. Why does it seem like she's happy? Clever girl, those are good qualities that others like. Chang Xiaofeng and Nu Tao were the aggressors. If I didn't kill them, then I would be the one who died. So this is why even if Umair sells me out, I won't be afraid. Let's go. Have you killed a lot of people before? This was my first time. But you seemed very used to it. When you killed them, you didn't even blink. It didn't look like your first time. I don't care if you believe me or not. Stay here and wait for me. Take care of my clothes. Splash. Feels good. Yang Kai. I also want to wash myself. All right, then I'll lie down here. He has not looked at me even once. Am I that unattractive? Your body is very nice. To be honest, this is the first time I've done something like this in front of a man. You're also the only one who has touched my body before. The reason why I acted as I have for the last couple of years is to get more qualified personnel for our gang. It was also to create more friction between the Skyward Pavilion and the Storm Manor. That's also what I hope to achieve by getting myself involved with you. Do you believe me? Yes, sure, but what does it have to do with me? Excuse me, I won't be a nuisance to you in the future. Well, I will just take it as if this problem has been solved. Goodbye. Destitute Dragon Ravine. Killing Cheng Xiaofeng and Nu Tao has costed me a drop of yang essence. My dantian is completely empty now. I need to hurry up and cultivate again. By the way, I cultivated a drop of yang essence myself. After absorbing the inflamed yang stone, it granted me 2 more drops, but then one suddenly vanished, as expected. There's a rhythmic beating coming from the core of the seed. It's as if a heart is beating, it's surging with vitality. It seems like a drop of yang essence from my dantian has been absorbed by the seed. If that weren't the case, how else would this seed be able to undergo such an absurd change? A drop of yang essence. If I don't have some tool to help me, it's going to take a lot of days and effort to be able to condense one more drop. Wait. The seed has undergone such changes. If I plant this and wait until it bears fruits, what kind of results will I get to see? And now it's just a matter of time. I guess I'll just head back and meditate. The second day. The rate at which I absorb qi has definitely increased. It has just been one night, but my channels where yang ka flows are already saturated. I think that I can condense another drop of yang essence in approximately 3 days. The seed has already sprouted into a seedling just as long as a ruler. That cannot be possible. It has only been one night. How would it be able to grow that fast? Or maybe this is the effect of that drop of yang essence that went into the seed. That could actually be the case. It seems that yang essence drops have a lot of different uses. They don't necessarily have to be used in combat. In one night it has sprouted into a seedling. Maybe it will bloom in a couple of days. The money I have invested was undoubtedly a very wise decision. This place is next to the destitute Dragon Ravine. It's a place not many people will visit. Even if any people were to come, I doubt they will notice the tree, so I'll just head back. Where's my broom? Senior Brother Yang, have you come back? Yes, Junior Brother Zhang, what have you been doing? Why did you take my broom? I helped you clean up. In the future, Senior Brother does not have to worry about this matter anymore. Every day we will send someone to help Senior Brother clean. Senior Brother only has to focus on cultivating from now on. That's not very appropriate, is it? Not at all. Senior Brother has taught Cheng Xiaofeng and his group a lesson last time we came across them. We are also a big group with lots of people that can take rounds every day. The amount of work is not much. Please accept our offer, Senior Brother. If you acknowledge us, junior disciples, then let us help you. If you don't, then we will drop this matter. If you put it like that, I will be accepting my junior's favor. Please come inside and have a glass of water first, Junior Brother Zhang. It's all right. Young Master Su has ordered everyone to cultivate to our utmost. If we were to slack off, we wouldn't be able to call ourselves junior disciples anymore. I'll be going now. Please take care, Senior Brother. It seems that I won't have to worry about wasting time on cleaning in the future. Junior Brother, please accept my challenge. Senior Brother Yang. Out of everyone, why did you challenge me? I admit my defeat. I accept. My own eyes allowed me to witness that the junior disciple who once has consecutively lost 417 times is slowly getting more powerful. I feel like I'm sharing his sense of accomplishment. Even though I have nothing to do with Yankai's improvement, I have been watching him for 2 years already. 5 days have already passed since I planted the triple yang fruit seed. The sapling is now as tall as 1 zhang, and it seems that it still grows a lot every single day. In just a few days, these 3 flowers will have turned into fruits. When that time comes, I can finally munch away. And it's needless to say that these few days have also been quite productive. Inside my dantian, I have been able to again condense a single drop of yang essence. The pure yang secret art has allowed me to develop vigorously. I don't have to swipe the floor anymore since my juniors are taking care of that now. This made it possible for me to invest even more time into cultivating. These days, I've also been inquiring about the Storm Manor's activities. But the Storm Manor has not been making any moves. It seems like Umair has not sold me out. This girl, she is trustworthy after all. It's almost the 8th day of the month again. I can finally use my contribution points. I just obtained the indestructible bones divine body on the 8th day of the last month. At that time I was still in the 3rd layer of the body tempering stage. After 1 mere month, my humble self has actually reached the 8th layer of the body tempering stage. If someone were to use some kind of miracle drug or loads of top-grade pills to assist their cultivation, my speed would still be unrivaled compared to them. Contribution Haul. Treasurer Ming. I have not seen Yankai for quite a while. It seems that his strength has increased. He is already shining so brightly at his age, who knows what he will become later on. Then again, I have seen numerous people achieve nothing at all in the future. Have you come to exchange something? Yes, I think I have 59 contribution points for this month. Not bad. What do you want to exchange them for? I would like 29 stalks of withered barren grass and 33-leaved remnant spirit flower. Okay, please wait here. Here you go, this is what you requested. Thank you. Little Yankai, could you tell me what you ate last time you were on the Black Wind Mountains? I have no idea myself either. It was a trunk of bright red fruit. I just ate it because I was hungry. A bright red fruit, bright red, whatever, but it seems you are not planning to exchange for the bone marrow pill anymore. That is right, it's best to rely upon oneself to become stronger. I will just rely on the stock that I consumed. The way I saw things before was too narrow and shallow. Not bad, not bad. I am impressed that you were able to ascertain this principle by yourself. You have to keep working hard though, so that this lucky yet accidental encounter won't go to waste. The disciple was taught well. Then I'll be taking my leave now. This familiar pressure. It's a little bit overwhelming. At first I thought the incense burner wouldn't be of any significance when cultivating chi. I now see that I was mistaken. Under the influence of that strange essence, the flow of my yang chi seemed as if restricted by a layer of heaviness. It became extraordinarily slow, requiring me to circulate 1 inch at a time. And because it's restricting the circulation of my true Yamka, this process is negatively impacting my cultivation by quite a bit. 2 days later. The speed of accumulating chi hasn't gone up in the slightest. Is this incense burner just for diminishing my cultivation speed? Let's put it back before it needlessly lengthens the time needed to recover chi. Wait a minute. It seems that the speed of the flow of true yang chi inside my body has gone up. It's faster than it was 2 days ago. I see how it is. This incense burner's existence is not for hindering the cultivation of chi. On the contrary, it's giving me some kind of great benefit. It's just as if someone has gotten used to carrying a 1,500 kilograms rock at all times, but all of a sudden that rock gets swapped for a 150 kilograms rock. It will seem as if the person has grown wings and is flying. The incense burner probably restricts the cultivation of my true yang secret art for a short period, but if we look further beyond, this small demerit brings a huge benefit with it. It's a worthwhile investment. It has been a mere 10 days, and already the lower grade spirit fruits have grown from nothing to a full fruit. That 1 drop of yang essence sure did something great. It's pretty good. The spirit fruit enters the abdomen with the help of the pure yang art. It's as if it's being destroyed by fire. The heat it's giving off quite the pleasant and warm feeling. Unexpectedly, I've been able to condense 3 drops of yang essence. If we combine them with the results of my previous cultivation, there would be a total of 4 drops in my Dian. If I eat the remaining ones too, it might be plausible for me to break through to the 9th layer of the body tempering stage. This violent heat is originating from the channels through which vital energy circulates. The yang essence drops are added 1 by 1 in my Dian. The yang energy from the destitute dragon ravine is permeating through my pores. The processes are interacting through each other. The 9th layer of the body tempering stage. I really did manage to break through after all. That doesn't mean that the artistic contraption from consuming those fruits has vanished though. The 10 drops of yang essence which are being stored within my Dian are revolving around, seeping out through all directions, entering my internal organs, blood, flesh, and the channels through which vital energy circulates. The yang drop's yang inflammation is able to purify, it burn the impurities within the body, further strengthening the organs and the channels through which vital energy circulates. This breakthrough is a huge step forward for me. My strength now can't be compared to what I had before at all. Besides the growth of my strength, when I broke through, I also got to know the faint feeling of the artistic contraption of just now. It's only that it's too mysterious, I cannot completely comprehend it yet. Even though I have been going through hardships for many days, time did fly by really quick. A whole 10 drops, not a single excessive dribble remains when I broke through, they all seeped through my body. If I want more yang drops, then I'll have to buy and absorb some treasures with the yang attribute. Then again, I'm as poor as one could be. Hold on. Why would I buy those treasures rather than buying some seeds? As proven by the outstanding yang essence drops, the only requirement to grow spirit fruits easily is to have a seed which is compatible with the yang essence drops. Albeit that seeds are pretty rare actually. I roamed half a day on the Black Wind marketplace, yet I didn't notice anyone selling seeds. It's understandable, in order to grow spirit grass and spirit tree seeds, you need to find a suitable environment. You will also need to take care of it carefully, and only after a lot of years, only then you will be able to get some results. Who's going to waste their time like that? If you've got that much dedication and time, it would be better to cultivate instead. I'll head back to the Black Wind marketplace once more. As I thought, there are no seeds to be found. That leaves me no choice but to visit the vendor of the Sanguine Blood Gang. Whatever, I guess I'll go to the stall and take a look. Senior brother. Over here. How come you're managing a stall here? I just broke through. Young Master Su told me to come here and be carefree, to relax a little. And coincidentally, some brothers need some things to assist with their cultivation, so that's why I came here to try my luck. I see how it is. To buy some things. And for what purpose has senior brother come here? What do you need? I might have something which could interest you. If you need it, you can just take it with you. A herb seed with the yang attribute. Do you have one of those? I don't have something like that, and to my knowledge, there are very few people who sell seeds on this marketplace. I also came here to try my luck. How about this? I'll put up a sign for senior brother to see if we'll be able to get one of those. I'll be here for 2 more days regardless. Who knows if we'll be able to get lucky. Alright, then I'll be relying on junior disciple Li. Yang Kai talked a little more with Li Yuntian. He became aware that the strike Su Mu received last time was pretty severe, not forgetting about the scolding Su Yin gave him. The pompous young master has restrained himself, cultivating day in day out, and has already broken through to the initial foundation stage. After parting ways with Li Yuntian, he headed to the stall where he bought the inflamed yang stone. Hey, little brother, you came back? What do you need this time? Those triple yang fruit seeds you gave me last time, do you have any more? I don't. I already gave little brother the seed I owned as an extra. I see. Sorry for bothering. Hold on, little brother. What's wrong? The triple yang fruit seed I gave you certainly isn't the only one around. There were loads of those seeds. Though I only got a hold of one of them. There are more seeds? They were taken by other people. If little brother really wants them, you'll have to look for those people. Where are those people right now then? They're at the mining area of our gang. Currently, inflamed yang stones and other minerals are being extracted from there, but the problem is that even a disciple of the gang won't be able to enter the mining area that easily. It will be even harder for an outsider like little brother. When will they leave that area? They won't be coming out of there for a while. If little brother wants to meet them, you might have to wait for 1 or 2 months. 1 or 2 months, huh? That will take way too long. Do you have some sort of way with which I would be able to make it inside? Rest assured, I only want to purchase the seeds for the triple yang fruit tree. I can't help you there. I'm just one of the many gang members. But the other people could help you. Please inform me about it. You can go look for the little miss. If she comes with you, the people from the mining area won't obstruct you. My relation with your little miss is a little. You're lucky. Coincidentally, the little miss came to the marketplace today. She's resting in that building over there. If you really are in need of the seed, it would be better to ask the little miss instead. That other day, I thoroughly made that woman suffer. But this time around I'll be the one to suffer, though I don't have any other options but to ask her. Whatever, if I have to lose face, I'll just lose face. There's nothing I have to apologize for anyway, so why be scared? Who is outside? This voice sounds a little like that of Humayer's, though it's a little off at the same time. Miss Meyer, it's me, Yang Kai. I would like to meet you. Little sis, is that person outside the Yang Kai you were talking about? Yes. Why is he looking for me? It seems like he isn't the type of man who doesn't look at attractive women like you thought he was. You know, some men are just pretending in order to entice young ladies like you. They will seize a chance and capture your heart, telling you that you're special. Sister, he's not the kind of person you think he is. If he isn't, then why has he come to look for you after all those days that have passed? He probably knows that you can't forget about him, so now he has come to make a move. Sister, you can only think bad of other people. Although, what is the reason he has come to look for me? If you're blind to the truth, you will regret sooner or later. I'm done on this subject. If he's looking for me, then it's probably something urgent. I'm going to ask him. Little sis, want to make a little bet with me? What kind of bet? I want to bet whether he's a hypocrite or not. If he really is what you say he is, then he should be behaving normally. But if he isn't, then don't blame sister for being cruel and ruthless. Sister, what are you doing? HMPF, just watch me. Sister, don't be rash like this. This technique, I'm not going to be able to make any sounds, and I'm also unable to leave the scope of it. You can't see me from outside either. Sister is going to act as if she's me. No reaction. It seems I really have caused her too much pain that day. Whatever, let's leave. Come in. Pardon my intrusion. Pew pew pew. I don't know why, but Humayer is especially enchanting today. She is way more charming than when I met her before. Though her smile is making me feel a little uneasy, it's as if I'm being ridiculed. This woman really is as daring as I thought. Other women would usually be ashamed to death when someone sees her like this, though she even dares to hold her fan like that. She really isn't an ordinary person. But how was Humayer able to grow this much in half a month? This person is extremely audacious. What kind of person would look at beauty as nonchalantly as he does? Maybe he's just ignoring it. Nevertheless, it's really insensitive of him. Although his eyes are very clear, they certainly don't show the slightest amount of indecency. Miss Metter, it has been 10 days, and you have become even more enchanting. You flatter me. I'm only speaking the truth. Miss Mayer, the reason as to why let's take it slow. It's hot outside. Have some tea to clear your throat. Take some rest first. Sure. How does Senior Brother Yang like the tea? These tea leaves are flat like a palm, slim, straight, and graceful. The tea's tincture, a verdant green, at its core, the taste of flowers. These leaves are truly great. You understand tea? Just a little. And what if you had to compare the tea with me? The tea is good, the person even better. Hee hee. You're really funny. That's mean. Someone as strong as my sister toying around with a cultivator at the body tempering stage. It's too easy for her. If they are only going to talk, then Yan Kai definitely won't do anything embarrassing. It's only if my sister is going to use some kind of trick. Who knows what might happen then? Please wait for a moment. I'm going to get something I want to give to you. All right. Something indeed does feel off, but I really am not sure what exactly it is. I remember it was somewhere around here. Where'd it go? Ah. What's wrong? Be careful. What happened? There's a bug. Where? Over there. Women really are interesting, being scared to this extent even though being a cultivator already. It's fine now. I've gotten rid of it. I'm sure it's still. It's gone. Is it really gone? He could actually restrain himself. He didn't try to take advantage of me. Thank you. What happened to your ankle? They got hurt when I tumbled over a moment ago. Let me take a look. It's red and swollen. Don't move. I'll get some medicine and treat you. I'm going to begin. I've suffered so much this time. So many years have I remained pure, it's only because I made a bet with my little sis that I got touched and hugged today. Though what he is doing feels quite warm, and looking at his expression, 17 really does seem like he doesn't have any wicked ideas. Yang Kai, HM? Would you like to do something else with me? Will he agree? Yang Kai, what kind of answer will he have for this? Miss HM? When I treated your wound, I used one of my most precious belongings, the blood coagulation ointment. Even though it isn't that expensive, it has allowed me to witness the warm expressions of others. What does that mean? What I want to tell you is, I used this precious bottle of ointment to treat you. So please do not think too much of my violation just now. Let's not have this farce go on any longer. What are you saying? I do not understand. Miss, I already said it like this. Are you still not willing to admit it? Admit what? I really do not get what you are talking about. Then I guess I'll have to say it more bluntly. You are not who met her. You are probably her twin sister. Why would you think so? It all came down to my sight, miss. It really was as I thought. I was unsure whether or not you were who met her the whole time, but now I am certain that you're not her. He was testing me. Since when did you start becoming suspicious? When we started drinking tea. There is the scent of a woman on the cup combined with the faint lip print on it. Right here. I thought to myself, perhaps some woman has used this cup not too long ago. That very person should be Miss who met her. From this alone, you deducted that I wasn't met her? The second thing which made me suspicious was the vibe around you. After flattery, Metter's charms are slightly more immature, while yours are resembling nature itself. I like the way you put it. Continue, is there any more? Third, your scent compared to Meyer's scent is also different. Her scent is a little sweet while yours is quietly elegant. Idiot. Fourth, there's more? The fourth was because of the wound on Miss' feet. From the outside it looks like just like a regular sprain, though the problems that you actually caused it from the inside. This was your greatest flaw. Miss Metter is still a young girl, moreover a cultivator. How could she hurt her own feet that easily? I indeed was careless in that regard. Since you're willing to tell me, did you notice any more flaws? Let's leave it at this. Speak. Let's not talk about it anymore. When I allow you to speak, you should speak. Why would you stop halfway? I'm afraid that I will make Miss angry. Make me angry? Then you saw something poorly perhaps? Aren't you aware you should sometimes give in when you are in an argument with women? If I give in, I will get hurt. I'm sure that I won't be able to beat you. I suppose you're a little sensible. All right, I promise you that I won't get angry at you. I also promise that I won't hurt you. All right. Truth to be told, it isn't really a flaw of yours, it's just that Miss looks a little different from Miss Metter. Where do we not look alike? Your bottom, one side is bigger than the other, unlike Miss Metter, whose are well proportioned. There is no need for Miss to take it to heart. If one does not look closely, it will not be easily noted. So you're implying that you were looking closing at me a moment ago? I indeed looked a little too much. I had these suspicions. If I could not see any difference in the end, it would only mean that I needn't to look like I did. This man, he has an incredible insight. From the moment he stepped into this room until exposing me, it only took him half a cup of tea to raise so many suspicions. Although he is young, his skills still inferior, he is unmistakably a talented person. Yang Kai, right? Considering you had offended me just now, this miss will allow you to have two choices. What kind of choices? The first choice, the hand which you touched me with needs to be chopped off, the eye with which you looked at me with needs to be gouged. Then, you will be pardoned for your mistake. Let's hear the second choice I have. Smart. The second choice you have is to leave the Skyward Pavilion and join the Sanguine Gang. I will explain to Father to grant you a small group to command over yourself. Do I have any other choices? You don't. Then I won't choose any at all. Are you compelling me to take action? I was hoping Miss won't actually be taking any action. This is not the Sanguine Gang. If the slightest word spreads of a fight, Skyward Pavilion's enforcement disciples will be investigating too. I'm sure Miss is not delighted to be tied up with inconveniences either. If I kill a mere trial disciple, why would the Skyward Pavilion try to deal with me? If Miss really does want to finish me off, Miss wouldn't have propositioned things as such. And I already told you a moment ago, I used my most valuable possession, the blood coagulation ointment, to treat your wound with. I really hope you will not think too much about the violation of mine. A bottle of blood coagulation ointment should be enough to compensate what I lost. Remember that you. If you say it like that, I'm afraid I don't have solutions either. You know yourself that what happened was provoked by your own actions. Stinky brat. Never mind, I won't think too much of it this time. Miss is kind. To be honest, what you said was all true. There was one part where you were wrong, however. What part? I haven't thought she would be powerful to this extent. A slight hand gesture is enough to make someone appear and disappear. Only the experts at the pure foundation stage or above should be able to do something like this. Sister, don't be mad. What happened this time can't be blamed on him. It's not as if I'm blaming him. The part you were wrong about is that Metter and I are not twins. Not twins? We are not. I'm 10 years older than Metter. The universe is truly boundless. There is no lack of strange things. For what reason did you come looking for me today? I have come to purchase some yang seeds. Let's go to the mining district. There are none here. Then if you will, Miss Metter. Sister, we'll be heading out. What do you mean, one side is bigger than the other? Aren't they clearly the same? Stinky brat, making irresponsible remarks, so detestable. Pardon my rudeness for what happened the other day. It doesn't matter, you didn't scold me. I have heard even worse things from other people. Am I not still alive right now? Don't you hate me? What should I hate you for? To be honest, I originally did detest you, but I couldn't hate you anymore after what you did. What I did? Ah. That day when Cheng Xiaofeng and New Tao suddenly appeared, you stepped in front to protect me. Even if it was something you did unconsciously, it still was the only time in these years that someone wanted to protect me from their heart. I don't remember. You're pretty difficult to understand. I'm not difficult at all. Don't you know that having fun is one of a woman's instincts? I haven't really gotten in touch with women. Really? Yes, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten played around by the two of you on that day. Your words are really mean. You're lucky that my sister isn't here. If she were, you would have gotten a real beating. Your sister, first layer of the pure foundation stage. Impressive. Ha ha. I've noticed you've got some guts. There hasn't been a guy in the past who dared to talk to sister like that. Is one side really bigger than the other? It must have been her clothes. Tell her that she shouldn't take it to heart once you see her. And how about mine? Are they really well proportioned? Your body is great. This is something you won't have to belittle yourself on. How much longer until we are there? We'll have to walk for 2 more hours, even though that area is in the Black Wind Woods. It's in the very center of it. There's a mineral vein under the ground level there. A couple of years ago our Sanguine Gang noticed it. The liberal faction then guarded the area and started to mine there. The products from that area are all very peculiar. Peculiar? How so? There are 2 types of stones that get extracted from there. One is the inflamed yang stone and the other one is the yin essence stone. 2 types of stones, though they have a mutually destructive effect on each other, and that mineral vein, it's possible for them to exist both at the same time. I have no idea how that is possible. That really is quite curious. The experts of our gang have also been cautious of this unique mining area, but it's been mined for several years now and nothing out of the ordinary happened, and the profits our gang gains from that mining area aren't small. Your Sanguine Gang really is blessed. Truth to be told, it was a coincidence that you were able to meet me today. If you waited 1 more day, even if you wanted to find me, you wouldn't have been able to. I suppose you have been blessed as well. Where were you going to leave for? I wasn't planning to go anywhere. After what you told me last time, I suddenly found what I had done these couple of years wasn't really right. So that's why I decided that I will shut myself off from the outside world and cultivate. After I become powerful myself, I'll carry my father's burdens as well, just like sister. It's great that you're able to think like that.